What is up, you guys? This is MiniSuperHeroesToday, your one-stop shop for LEGO customs, reviews, MOCs, and more. And in today's video, after many requests, I'm going to show you how to build Heimdall from Thor Ragnarok using 100% official LEGO pieces. So, let's get started. Now, I think we can all agree that Heimdall was amazing in Thor Ragnarok, and it's a shame that LEGO never made a figure of him officially. In fact, we've never gotten an official Heimdall. So in today's video, we're going to solve that problem using 100% official LEGO pieces that you may have in your collection. Now, if at any point in this video you say, hey, I don't have that hair, or I don't have that cape, don't worry, head down to the description below. I've put links to where you can buy all of these parts individually so that you can build a Heimdall for your collection. So with that, let's dive in. So the hair is really interesting because if you notice in Thor Ragnarok, Heimdall is a really unique hairstyle that really isn't indicative of any LEGO piece other than this one. I think that this is as close as we can get. And this hairpiece came from Tasu Leech from Star Wars The Force Awakens. He was in the Millennium Falcon set from The Force Awakens, and since he's not that desirable of a figure, he's pretty cheap to buy. I also used the Tasu Leech head for Wong from Doctor Strange and Avengers Infinity War, so in the description below, the link you'll see is to buy that entire figure because you can get 2 figures for the price of 1 if you follow all of my purist videos. So next up, speaking of Doctor Strange, the head is from Baron Mordo from the Doctor Strange Sanctum Sanctorum set. Now to be clear, this is not the Sanctum Sanctorum from Avengers Infinity War, this is the one from the Doctor Strange film. I really like that head, and unfortunately the eyes aren't like yellow or gold or orange like Heimdall's are, but it's got a nice beard there, and when you flip it around, if I can get this hairpiece off, when you flip it around, there's a nice angry face on the back, and it just really looks good for a battle-ready Heimdall. So that's the head I used there. Now jumping out so that you can see the whole figure again, the cape here is from just honestly any random Jedi that has a brown cape, or any other figure that you have in your collection that has a brown cape. The color isn't really even that important, and I like these thinner capes, so not the spongy ones that come on the new ones. I like the thinner ones, and I think that that looks really great for Heimdall. Next, moving down, the torso is from Taserface from the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 sets. Now, you'll notice that this isn't the normal look for Taserface because I flipped it upside down. So if you look on the back here, that's a little more like Taserface, right? But I flipped it around, so if you pull the arms off of Taserface, flip him around and put the arms on facing the back of the torso, you can actually get a more accurate look for Heimdall. So I really like the way that you've got, you know, different little pieces of cloth rolling over each other, and it looks really good. And speaking of Taserface, while we're talking about him, the legs are from that figure too. So if you look in the description below, I have Taserface there because you need him for the legs and the torso. Now the thing about Heimdall's look in Thor Ragnarok is that he's sleeveless. So if you'll notice, I tried to get brown arms that match the color of his head as best as I could. It's not a perfect 100% match, but it's pretty darn close. So he's supposed to have that sleeveless look. I was gonna initially suggest Chewbacca because, you know, he's got the brown arms too, but actually the most recent versions of Chewbacca have a darker brown color that don't match. So I've just dropped a link below to a figure that I use that has brown arms, but honestly, if you have any figure that has brown arms, it will work. Or you could just use the arms from Taserface that don't necessarily have to have Heimdall being sleeveless. I just went for the most screen accurate look that I possibly could. So speaking of the arms, if you move down here, the hands, I wanted to use gloved hands for Heimdall because, again, he has gloves in Thor Ragnarok. So I used the hands from Taserface, actually. So, you know, when I do my customs, I try to make them in as least figures as possible so that you don't have to get like 50 figures to build one figure. So again, with Taserface, you've got the torso flipped around, the legs, and the hands there. And then I used just a standard silver knight sword here. Honestly, I think you can use any sword. The swords from the old Knights Kingdom sets from way back in the day are really nice, but I know that a lot of my followers here are a little bit younger, and while I grew up with Knights Kingdom, you guys might not have those sets in your collection, so I used something a little more contemporary, something that you may have. So, all in all, I really like the way that Heimdall turned out. It's really a shame that we haven't gotten an official Heimdall Lego figure yet, and honestly, with what went down in Infinity War, we're probably never gonna get one unless they ever do like Marvel throwback sets. So until then, we made a custom here today, and I like the way that it looked. So drop a comment in the section below letting me know what you think of Heimdall, and if you were gonna build Heimdall from Thor Ragnarok, which pieces would you use? Also, drop some comments below letting me know figures you'd like to see me create in future videos. Also, take note that I've got new Mini Superheroes Today bricks here. If you'd like one, DM me on Instagram or check the description below for where you can purchase one. They're pretty cheap, so if you like my channel and want to help support, that'd be great. So thanks for tuning in, guys, and until next time, build on. Feel free to click that subscribe button for more LEGO content coming in the near future. Also, consider subscribing to my Patreon, where you can cast your vote for my next Build a Better tutorial, as well as earning your way to shoutouts on Instagram and YouTube, in addition to monthly LEGO giveaways. So, thanks for your support, and as always, build on.